Rangers' season is over, and what a disappointing one it has been. From start to finish, it has been underwhelming and below the expectations of fans. Reinforcements are desperately needed. In today's video, we have some huge news as Rangers have reportedly agreed a blockbuster deal. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Carlo Ancelotti remained tight-lipped on the future of his son, Davide, ahead of Real Madrid's game against Sevilla this weekend. Ancelotti Jr. has been widely linked with the permanent Rangers job over the past few days. His father is set to take over as Brazil's new manager after leaving Madrid next week. Davide is expected to go with him for at least the first 2 games of his tenure. He's an important part of my coaching staff, also because we have a special father and son relationship, said Ancelotti Sr. I have a lot of confidence in him. He tells me things that sometimes others on the coaching staff don't dare to. The coaching staff is young, enthusiastic, and makes me think a lot. They are young, but they have experience. The group of analysts at the club is very good, with Simona Montanaro leading them. Real Madrid will be able to enjoy their work in the future. We're a family, and working in a family environment brings out the best in each of us. Real travel to Seville for the penultimate game of their La Liga season tonight. They have already lost out on the title, with Ancelotti and son swan song coming next weekend at the Santiago Bernabeu against Real Sociedad. After that, their attention will turn to South America and Brazil's World Cup qualifying doubleheader against Ecuador and Paraguay next month. Now, Rangers have reportedly completed a blockbuster deal as Oumar Kamara will sign for Rangers this summer, according to a report. RMC Sport claimed that the 18-year-old right-winger will put pen to paper on a long-term deal at Ibrox when his contract at PSG expires this summer. The Ligue 1 champions were keen to hang on to Kamara, but it's claimed the chance to potentially sample the Champions League or Europe League, with the Light Blues help swing things in their favour. And he signed a pre-contract agreement before heading to Glasgow and officially joining up when the transfer window opens. It's likely Kamara will begin life at Rangers with the B team, although there is a chance he could make the jump up to first team level before too long. That will depend on how he impresses the new manager, whoever that may be. Real Madrid assistant Davide Ancelotti remains in the frame, but will join up with Brazil as part of his dad's backroom team for next month's World Cup qualifiers. However, CEO Patrick Stewart is also considering British names with Sean Dyche, Gary O'Neill, and Russell Martin, all possibilities. In other news, Rangers legend John Brown launched an astonishing attack on Scottish football after Nico Raskin was denied a goal against Hibs in the last game of the season at Easter Road. Brown, 63, was on commentary duties for Rangers TV when he went apoplectic over the denied goal, branding the Scottish game corrupt in a wild blast. Rangers and Hibs shared the points in Leith as Cyril Dessers and Raskin scored for Rangers, while Kieron Bowie and Martin Boyle struck for the hosts. But the Light Blues felt hard done by in the capital after the Belgian midfielder was not awarded a goal earlier in the game, despite the ball appearing to cross the line. 9 in a row, Icon Brown didn't hold back after the controversial incident. Analysing the incident live on air, Brown hit out. I would say it's corrupt. Lead commentator Tom Miller quickly replied. Miller then said, I'm not sure we can actually say that. Brown was having none of it and doubled down on his initial claim, branding it the worst decision he has ever seen. He said, well, I am saying it. That's a disgrace and it's the worst decision I've seen in all the years I've been in football. Miller said John Brown obviously has his own opinion there, but it's certainly questionable. Nick Walsh was the referee at Easter Road just days after he was at the centre of a penalty storm at Dens Park, which resulted in St Johnstone getting relegated. At full-time, Ibrox interim boss Barry Ferguson couldn't hide his frustration with the contentious decision. Ferguson said, I've got to be careful what I say. I don't want to get myself into trouble. But that is baffling. I seen it when it happened, I seen it again at half-time, and I seen it again at the end of the game. What's the point? Ferguson was then asked if he'd spoken to referee Walsh, but he said, nah, he won't speak to you. The fourth official was brand new, but the referee, not interested. I've seen it all season with bad decisions, not just with Rangers, but with other teams. But that today was just mind-blowing. I don't think you need goal line technology for that one. It's clearly over the line. Rangers will now sweat on whether the Scottish FA will want to take any action over Brown's words. In other news, Nicholas Raskin was surprised that his first half effort for Rangers against Hibernian on Saturday wasn't given as a goal. The sides eventually drew 2-2, and while Raskin got on the score sheet in the second 45, he thought he netted in the first half. He poked the ball beyond Hibs goalkeeper Jordan Smith, although, in the eyes of referee Nick Walsh and the far side linesman, Rocky Bashiri cleared it before it crossed the line. Raskin, however, reckons his effort was enough to put his team 2-0 up. "I thought it was a goal, to be honest," he told Rangers TV. Then I was doubting, but then I went to see the images at half-time and I was like, wow, it's clearly a goal. Again, strange decision, but we had another 90 minutes to score a goal, so it's not because of that we didn't win. It was that kind of end-of-season game. Rangers immediately responded to the incident after the match. A spokesperson said, "Incidents like this again bring into question the effectiveness of VAR and also highlight the need to introduce goal line technology in Scottish football. Our supporters, players and staff deserve better. We will raise this with the Scottish FA and continue to press for initiatives which improve the accuracy of decision making." For Raskin himself, his goal that stood was his third in his last 5 appearances. "I'm just happy to score goals and add some decisive action to my game," he said. "It's been a good spell for me the last couple of games, so I just enjoy. I've not really been working on headers. Because I'm one of the smallest, the other boys aren't expecting me to go, or maybe they think I'm not good enough. The deliveries have been so good from Tav and Cherney, so it's just a tap in." Finally, Yanis Hadji will miss his country's crucial World Cup qualifiers next month. Romanian FA Technical Director Mihai Stoichita has revealed. The Rangers star looks certain to have kicked his last ball for the Ibrox club after he suffered a season-ending injury in their last Old Firm game of the season against Celtic earlier this month. He is out of contract and seems set to leave Glasgow for a new adventure in the summer. Romania have 2 huge World Cup qualifiers against Austria and Cyprus and are already up against it after losing their opening game at home to Bosnia. And Stoichita has confirmed they already know Hadji won't be involved in either game. He said Yanis Hadji will be on the sidelines for a number of weeks. He won't be fit for the match against Austria. "I'm not a doctor, but he'll be out for a month at least. At least that's what I have been told from the Federation." Hadji is 3 caps short of reaching his half-century of caps for his country, having made his debut for Romania 7 years ago. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.